Hey everybody and welcome back to my channel. So I've had a busy few weeks. I've literally just come back from holiday last week. I've been away for a family holiday in Cornwall, and in this video I just want to share with you an update really on lots of different things. I want to share an update on my trading journey, where I am currently at with my trading, both live trading and my funded account challenge with the 5%ers. Also, quite a few changes for me. You might be able to see that the surroundings are a bit different. I've been revamping my office, so I wanted to just sort of share that with you as well. So nice to get the space right. It feels so much better in here. Such a lovely environment to work in, to trade in, and to hold that peace of mind in the center, which is essential for trading. I've got my lucky guitar on the wall behind me. In fact, I've had so many subscribers ask for quite some time for me to play some music, and I think in this video I might actually do just that. If you want to stick around until the end of the video, I think I will share a song on the guitar behind me. But first, I'm going to show you my new trading setup in my new office. So you might have noticed that I have completely changed my screen setup. Previously, I had my wall mount. I had two screens mounted on either side of my laptop in the center. So I used 3 screens for trading. Whereas I have changed my mind with that because I found that I was getting more distracted, if anything. I just didn't need that many screens in front of me, and it was just making it a little bit overwhelming when it came to trading, a little bit unnecessary. I wanted to simplify things. I wanted to be more minimal and more relaxing. And that's why I've decided to just drop it down to just 2 screens now. So I use my main laptop, and I also have a portable USB screen here that I use to just have my charts on all the time, so I can see what the market is doing on the pound dollar, which is the pair that I trade. And on my laptop I can access my broker where I can actually take my trades. So I'm really enjoying this more simplified approach to trading. But like I said before, I've just gotten back from holiday. I was away in Cornwall for a family holiday last week. We decided to go to Cornwall so we could take the dog with us, and we had a lovely time. We basically had a log cabin in the woods with our own private hot tub. It was amazing and just good to have some time out, really, some time away from the screens, away from anything else, to just have some time to relax, especially before the baby comes. The only problem with that though is since we've come home, my husband's now talking about buying a hot tub for the garden. Not sure if that's a problem. But as it stands today, I am around about 23 weeks pregnant. So my second child is expected in September. So I've had quite a lot going on at the moment. It's probably why I wanted to get my office right. I just wanted to get everything settled, everything set up the way it needs to be before our little chaotic treasure comes along in September. But those of you who've been asking how I've been getting on with the prop accounts, with my trading, basically I have been trading and I still am trading my live account that I have going on in the background, but I've also been working trying to pass the challenge by the prop from the 5%ers. Now they offer a variety of different challenges, and until recently I was enrolled in their instant funding program. Unfortunately, I didn't quite hit the target within the time period, but it's not the end of that journey. As I'm recording this video with you guys, I am very much considering taking the high stakes challenge. I've decided I'm going to give myself this week to just get back into the flow of things after having a week away from the markets. So maybe next week I will start that account with the 5%ers, starting their high stakes challenge. It's a new challenge, a new program that I've introduced. I've not done it before, so I'm very excited about it. And if you're wanting some more information about that or about the 5%ers themselves, I have got a link in the description below. Here is what the page looks like for the high stakes challenge. So they have a range of different account options available, starting all the way from $5,000 account all the way up to a $100,000 account. It's a 2-step process, and basically you need to just hit the profit target within the maximum trading period whilst respecting the rules, which is a maximum daily loss of 5% and a maximum loss of 10%. So if you can hit the profit target without hitting the max loss within the time period, you can pass the challenge. And if you can do that again for step 2 with a slightly lower profit target and more time to pass, then you get access to their account, depending on which option you go for. The benefits of this is it just allows you to trade with a lot more capital. If you're able to pass the 100k account, you can trade with 100k. If you're making even 5% in a month, that's pretty good profits that can build up very quickly, especially if you're not withdrawing that, allowing it to compound in your account. That is my plan with this. Once I pass the challenge, I say once because I am going to pass this challenge, it's just a matter of time. But I've very much come to the point where my trading is going brilliantly, and ultimately it just comes down to mindset, to trading psychology. It's all about the mind. Which is why it's good to have some time out, why I went on holiday last week, just to have some rest and relaxation time. Because if the cup is too full, you can't take any more in, can you guys? But after having a week off away from the charts, I'm really keen to get back on them, to get looking at the charts. So would you like to join me? I'm going to just go through the chart for pound dollar, which is the pair that I trade. I do follow a day trading strategy. So I trade during the New York time, which for me here in the UK is from 1:30. I trade up until 4 o'clock. So if my strategy presents itself, my trade setup within that time period between 1:30 and 4, I will take a trade. Now, I didn't trade at all last week, so I'm going to just go back in time, have a little look about what the market did last week, and just basically come up with my weekly bias and analysis for this current week. So I've just gone on to the weekly time frame to just see what happened last week. So the week commencing the 22nd of May. Looks like it was a bearish week, so we've had a push down. We broke the previous weekly level here. So this was the previous weekly low. We broke that. And we closed below it, so it's just a bearish week. Now, so far this week, it's Tuesday, it's been a bank holiday week. It's bank holiday Monday yesterday. I'm recording this on a Tuesday. I didn't trade yesterday because it was bank holiday, but it looks like price is pushing up. This may be just a little pullback just to grab some liquidity before going lower, because based initially on this look here, on the weekly chart, I would be bearish. I would be short biased because I would follow this little trend that's developing here. What's interesting as well, it's always good to look what's at the left of the chart here to see what is going on, what price is reacting to. So you can see I've got these lines drawn. This blue line here is this weekly level, and the same, the orange one is basically another level on the daily. The weekly and the daily are the higher authority timeframes. They're the timeframes that smart money uses, that a lot of institutions use, a lot of banks, respected by a lot of traders. So it's always good to use those timeframes. And as you can see, price, although it was in this uptrend here for most of April, it came to this level and we had a very strong sell-off. We had a strong bearish engulfing candle at these levels, which could show that we are coming into this little downtrend here. And if you're wondering what these black lines are, they are simply institutional price levels. So they are at key levels in price. So this one's at 1.2350, this is 1.24, 1.2450, 1.25, and so on. So I'm going to drop to the daily because you can get a little bit more information about what happened in that previous week. And I'm going to just look at the previous week again. So we were looking at Friday here. I'm going to go from the low of that week and I'm going to go up to the Monday, which is up here, and the high of that week. Let's make this a range. So last week looks like it did provide quite a few nice trading options actually, because it was just going down. As you can see in that grey area, each day price broke the previous day's low, just pushing down as part of the downtrend. Now we did get a bit of a green candle on the Friday, so the buyers came in. Yesterday, Monday, was a very small doji candle. I'm not surprised because there wouldn't be much volume on a bank holiday. And so far today, I'm recording this at 10 to 11 in the morning. So it's very much early part of the day, but we've already had a big push up during the London session. So what I'd be interested in today is to see if price is going to push to an area where it could be a short opportunity for this long-term trend down. Although it does look at the moment like it's a very strong push up on the day. Price is currently up just under 0.5%. That's quite a lot. So there's a lot of momentum to the buy side. So I'm quite reluctant to get in short today because I think today could just be that choppy push move and maybe tomorrow will be the opportunity to get in short. But where would be the best place to get into short? Well, I'm going to use a Fibonacci tool using the previous pullback level here, where price made a new lower high. and then it continued down. So I'm going to just use the bodies of the candles to draw that area. Now, I don't like loads of lines on my chart, so I'm going to just draw a range around the OTE level. That's the optimum trade entry. So this is the 62%, 70% and 79% level here. And then once I've drawn that, I can remove the fib. You can see the price is actually in that level. So in this box here is where price could do something interesting. I'd need it to do something interesting to get in. I wouldn't just get in. I need to wait for some sort of setup, but it's in the right area. We've had this push up. And just to clarify with simple structure, why I'm looking for a short in the first place, even though price has been coming up here with higher highs, higher lows, another higher high here, a higher low, and a high here, it made this little double top pattern at those key levels, those weekly levels, and it dropped with big momentum. This bearish candle here is larger than any of the other candles here, so there's a lot of volume there. Since then, we had a low, a lower high, and then we broke that, making a new lower low, little lower high here, and then this is the most recent low. So these two levels have broken this one. But as always, nothing is crystal clear with trading, and you have to look at both sides of the situation. What can happen for a long, what can happen for a short. Although I am short biased overall using the weekly and the daily, if price does continue to rally up and gain momentum and break this structure here, it has the potential to probably go to where this large candle is, because there's a lot of liquidity sitting there. There's a fair value gap from this candle here to this one down here. So I'm using these three candles where this large candle broke down. I'm going to make this blue, which is my higher time frame fair value gap indicator there. And it just indicates that from this point here, we had this large drop down. Price, at the moment, is pushing up. So what could happen? It could consolidate a little bit here. We could get a bit of a break, a retest, and that could provide an opportunity for a short. That's one opportunity that could happen. Or it might just push up. It might push above and close above all of this here. And if it does that, we might see some kind of like retest and a push up into this fair value gap area, where we would then maybe see some consolidation, a battle between the buyers and the sellers. Whether or not the buyers would win or the sellers would win, we'd have to wait to see. So I'm just aware of these potential scenarios that could happen, because I don't want to just jump into a trade short now, because at the moment it's not actually totally clear that that's going to happen. So bringing it back into the current day and the current week, that's just kind of an overall picture of what I'm seeing from this chart. I'm just going to remove that. I'm going to remove this blue, remove this range, because now all we know is that price is pushed into this fib level where we may see a reaction and an opportunity for a short. But what I like to do is I do like to mark the previous daily levels. Now we have broken that. The previous daily high was here, and the previous daily low was here, which is why I am super keen to take a trade today, because we've already broken these levels with some momentum. And this pattern I've seen quite a lot over the time. So although price, as I said before, has been making lower lows and lower highs coming down here, the way that price leaves this point, pushes up, breaks this lower high here, it's not like a gradual pullback. It's quite a sharp push up. And then we've consolidated, and then we've got quite a strong push up again, which to me could be a reversal indicator. There's no telling how long that is. It could be temporary. It could be a longer term one. But I'm not keen to just get short here, especially with this large momentum candle that's forming to the long side. But importantly, we've looked at technical analysis, and I also like to look at the fundamental analysis, the economics. I've been printing off some calendars that I've been making, an economic calendar. So this is the one for May. We're just right at the end of May now. But today we do have some high impact news on the US dollar at 3 o'clock. So I wouldn't be keen to trade before then, because that could influence where price goes. And the same again tomorrow on the Wednesday, we have got some high impact news on the dollar again at 3 o'clock. Thursday, the 1st of June, we have got unemployment claims for the dollar at 1:30 and ISM at 3 o'clock. And then it's NFP at 3:30 this Friday. So there's quite a lot of news coming out on the dollar, which might be why it's been a little bit choppy this week. So I'm probably going to play it rather cautiously this week. I think that maybe once those news releases have happened and the market settles, we might find some better opportunities. And just drop into the 5-minute time frame, which is the time frame I generally do trade execution on. I've just zoomed out. You can see the session lines here. So this is the Friday, the Monday, which was the choppy inside day. We've already broken the high of that today. So we actually had a very choppy start during the Asian session where we broke the high here, we came down, we broke the low. But since then in the London session, it's rallied up with a lot of bullish momentum. It's broken past the previous daily high and the daily high from Friday as well into this fib level. In fact, if we apply the fib to this point here, you can see that it's quite interesting that we were coming down in this downtrend here. A new lower low here. Now price actually rallied up on the Friday and broke this previous lower high. And then we kind of consolidated, but it did come down to this fib level here. And then today it made another opportunity to get in long. And this is also a double bottom pattern. So it's just another quality to have a look at for that reversal that I talked about. The fact that we have now broken this means that we can take this as the new lower low. Because price came from this level here, I could zoom in on this point and I could use the same fib from this low here, apply it to the high. That could provide another opportunity for a long, which brings it quite close to the current daily open. So it'd have to drop quite a lot. I don't know if that's likely to happen today. These are all scenarios to consider. It's quite good to have a few different things in mind like that for trading, because then when price reacts in a way that you have anticipated, it can help you to already have an idea of what you're going to do if it does that. Or even better if you're not going to trade at all. But I think that's it for trading talk for me today. If you want access to any of the resources I've talked about in this video, the prop firm, the 5%ers, the charting software that I use, TradingView, do check them out in the description below, along with my broker of choice as well. There's also a link in there to a free Telegram channel that I have. I've been trying to post in more often, but as often as I can when I've got a little one and a lot of commitments. I do try to post as often as I can, so make sure you join that as well. Also guys, remember to be vigilant. I have had people approach me over the last week asking why I've scammed them out of money, and it wasn't me, it's a fake copy account pretending to be me. So please make sure that if you are following me on social media, you are following the real me, and my links will be in the descriptions below. I never just ask for money out of the blue. I don't just randomly message you, so just keep that in mind so you don't get caught out. But if you've enjoyed this video, please let me know by hitting that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel below if you're not already subscribed. And if you are happy walking away, then do check out another video or go and do something else and enjoy your day. But if you want to hear some music, then stick around. I'm going to play a little tune on the guitar. I play quite a lot of different music on the guitar, ranging from like popular covers to jazz to folk, which is kind of the mood I'm in today. It's sunny and I'm feeling quite happy and summery, so I think I'm going to play a folk song which is from Ireland, tapping into my Irish ancestral roots, and I hope you enjoy. Oh, the summertime has come, and the trees are sweetly blooming. The to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower by yon cool crystal fountain, and round it I will pile all the wild flowers of the mountain. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? Will ye go, lassie?